Illustration by Paul Corio in 1961. Just as Bob Dylan was cutting his teeth in the coffeehouses of Greenwich Village, another young man from Dylan's hometown of Hibbing, Minnesota, was taking New York City by storm. Roger Maris. In the last chapter of his Pulitzer Prize-winning pseudo-memoir Chronicles, Vol. 1, the then 21-year-old folk singer describes meeting with music publisher Lee Levy, who asks him if he's written any songs about baseball players. "I didn't follow baseball that much, but I did know that Roger Maris, who was with the Yankees, was in the process of breaking Babe Ruth's home run record, and that meant something," writes Dylan. Maris was from Hibbing, Minnesota, of all places. Of course, I never heard of him there, nobody did. I was hearing a lot about him now, though, and so was the rest of the land. On some level, one guess I took pride in being from the same town. Dylan's connection to the national pastime surfaced throughout his career, which may explain the below story from the April 13, 1993, issue of The Voice, in which John Lammers and Hart Seeley celebrated opening day by previewing every major league team through Prism. Dylan's songs, Yankees, How Is in the Basement, Mixing Up the Medicine, George's On the Pavement, Talking About the Government, Boggs in the Trench Coat, Backed Out, Paid Off, Says He's Got a Bad Back, Wants to Get Laid Off, Look Out Kids, It's Something You Did, God Knows When, But It's Columbus Again. This week marks the release of the 14th installment of Dylan's bootleg series, More Blood, More Tracks, which offers fans a deep dive into the sessions for 1975's Blood on the Tracks. That same year, Dylan rekindled his connection with the Bronx Bombers by penning Catfish, an ode to the catfish hunter, which name checks Billy Martin and Reggie Jackson. 2004 saw Dylan and Willie Nelson touring minor league ballparks around the country, kicking things off in Cooperstown, New York, a tour the pair repeated with John Mellencamp in 2009. At that point, Dylan had made his fandom explicit when he dedicated an episode of his Theme Time Radio Hour to the national pastime in 2006. Later that year, Jonathan Lethem asked Dylan about baseball in a Rolling Stone profile. In particular, Lethem wanted to know what team was the singer's favorite. Dylan responded, "The problem with baseball teams is all the players get traded, and what your favorite team used to be, a couple of guys you really liked on the team, they're not on the team now, and you can't possibly make that team your favorite team. It's like your favorite uniform. I mean, yeah, I like Detroit. Though I like ESPN as a manager. And I don't know how anybody can't like Derek Jeter. I'd rather have him on my team than anybody. If only Lammers and Steely had been writing a few years later, we might have gotten Jeter and the Monkey Men."